In this video, you will learn everything that you need to know about the CAPM certification, also known as the Certified Associate in Project Management. This is an entry-level certification offered by PMI, and this is a great first step if you are looking to get into the world of project management if you are targeting project management job roles. So definitely stick around till the end. We have a packed agenda. This is an end-to-end discussion on CAPM. We start with the basics, defining what exactly CAPM is, and towards the end, we also go into eligibility requirements, what will be your investment roadmap, and ongoing maintenance of this certification. So let's start things off with CAPM. What exactly is this, right? Let's start with the basics. So CAPM, as I said, stands for Certified Associate in Project Management. It is a globally recognized credential offered by PMI, or the Project Management Institute. So this certification is going to validate that you have foundational knowledge and understanding of project management principles as well as practices. Now, this is one of the best things about CAPM, the fact that it is a perfect entry point for new project management professionals. You don't need years of experience to get certified or even get eligible to write the exam. Unlike other PMI credentials that requires you to have certain years of project management experience already. And this makes it accessible to career changers, to recent graduates, or anyone looking to break into the field of project management. Now, CAPM is also an excellent foundation for pursuing more advanced certifications. So many professionals use the CAPM certification as a stepping stone to PMP, which is the Project Management Professional Certification, and it is the gold standard in the project management industry. I'm talking about the PMP certification here. So think of CAPM as your launch pad for a long-term career in project management. Now, why should you get CAPM certified? I am going to give you 4 reasons to do so. Let's start with the first one, right? First and foremost, it's about career advancement. So here's the thing. Having a CAPM certification positions you for project management roles that you might not have access to otherwise. Employers recognize that this certification is a proof that you understand how to manage projects effectively. It also opens doors to roles like assistant project manager, project coordinator, and analyst positions. We'll talk about these positions in the coming slide. Okay, now back to the second reason why you should get yourselves the CAPM certification, and that is increased earnings. So there is definitely a financial benefit here. Research shows that CAPM certified professionals can see an average earning boost of up to 72,000 US dollars or more over their career compared to non-certified peers that are doing the same work. Now remember, this amount that I just mentioned, 72,000 US dollars, is over a career, not in a single year. That's one thing. And secondly, it is just a research. It is not a given, right? So keep that in mind. Now, the exact number is obviously going to vary based on your industry, your location, even your experience level. But the trend is definitely clear. The certification is going to pay off financially. Now, let's talk about industry recognition. CAPM demonstrates to employers and stakeholders that you have a growth mindset and you also have commitment to learning. So in today's competitive job market, showing that you're willing to invest in your professional development obviously sets you apart. It also signals that you are serious about your career and continuous improvement. Finally, it is foundation for success. It is not just about getting the certification and then moving on, right? The knowledge that you are going to gain, the understanding of project life cycles, managing stakeholders, handling risks, delivering quality work, these skills make you better at your job immediately. Plus, you are creating a pathway to senior project management positions. You are also creating pathway to the PMP certification and ultimately strategic leadership roles. So these are the four reasons why you can eye the CAPM certification. Now, number three, let's talk about career paths for CAPM professionals. So, what kind of jobs can you pursue with a CAPM certification? First of all, there's the assistant project manager role, right? In this position, you would support the main project manager, helping with scheduling, documentation, stakeholder communication, and just the day to day project activities. This is an excellent entry point to take on more responsibility and finally reaching the project manager position as well. Next, you have project coordinator and project administrator, right? These could be different names for the same kind of roles. These roles focus on the administrative and logistical aspects of projects. So you would be organizing meetings, maintaining documentation, tracking budgets, managing resources, and ensuring that projects run smoothly from an operational standpoint. Next, you have roles that might be called project analyst or technical project manager. These roles require you to analyze project data, provide insights to improve efficiency, even identify risks, and potentially manage more technical or specialized projects. Now, these roles are often going to require you deeper analytical, technical thinking as well as deeper industry specific knowledge. And that is why you have the word technical here. And finally, you have project manager and beyond, right? The sky is the limit. CAPM is the stepping stone to becoming a full-fledged project manager. Many professionals with CAPM move into project manager roles where they have full responsibility and accountability for delivering projects successfully. And from there, you can advance into program manager, portfolio manager, or even director level positions like director of PMO, overseeing all project management activities in an organization. Okay, let's take an overview of the exam. So, the CAPM exam is 180 minutes long. So, that's 3 hours. You will have a dedicated block of time to complete the entire exam without breaks. So, make sure you're well rested and prepared mentally for the duration. Second, the exam consists of 150 multiple choice questions, and each question is worth equal points. So your score is determined by how many you answer correctly. Now it's important to note that while 150 questions might sound like a lot, you have about 72 seconds per question on average. So time management is also critical. You need to move at a steady pace without rushing or getting stuck on individual questions for a long time. So that's the exam overview for you. Now here's an exam domain breakdown. Let's break down the exam domains because understanding what you will be tested on is crucial for preparation. Domain 1 covers project management fundamentals, and it represents 36% of the exam. That is the largest portion. So this domain covers the project lifecycle and its phases, project management processes, the roles and responsibilities within projects, and how projects fit within the organizational context. Essentially, it's about understanding the what and the why of project management. Second, you have predictive methodology, right? So this is what domain 2 focuses on, and it accounts for 17% of the exam. This is your traditional plan-based project management, right? Think of waterfall approach. You will need to understand project planning, scheduling, budgeting, scope management, time and cost management, quality, risk management processes, right? These are the fundamental execution techniques that project managers have used for decades. Then you have domain 3, which covers agile. So agile represents 20% of questions on the exam. So important to note, right? This is the more modern approach to project management. You will learn about agile principles and values, frameworks like Scrum and Kanban, iterative and incremental delivery, and the importance of continuous feedback as well as team collaboration. In today's fast moving business environment, understanding agile is definitely essential. And finally, you have business analysis. This is domain 4, and this accounts for 27% of the questions in the exam. This is going to cover business requirements, analysis of requirements, how to engage stakeholders effectively, value delivery, and business case development, and even problem solving and decision making frameworks, right? So, this domain reflects the reality that project management is not just about executing tasks, it is also about delivering business value and solving real problems. Over at PMC Lounge, we have playlists and videos covering all these 4 domains. So definitely head over to the playlist section or even the courses section where you will find relevant content that you need to prepare for your CAPM exam. Now, let's talk about the eligibility requirements, right? The first requirement is a secondary degree. This means you need a high school diploma or whatever is the global equivalent in your area. That is like the baseline educational requirement from PMI. It is obviously pretty straightforward. You need to have completed secondary education. That's it. Next is 23 hours of project management education. This should be completed before you take the exam. And this is not years of study, right? It is just 23 hours of formal instruction in project management topics. This could be from online courses, instructor led workshops, or even academic programs. Finally, no prior project management experience is required. This is what makes CAPM a perfect credential for beginners. Unlike the PMP or other PMI certifications, which requires, thousands of hours of project management experience, CAPM is accessible to anyone with high school education and the 23 hours of project management study. You don't have to wait for years to get certified. And I know of colleges that, along with their, let's say, MBA degrees, even get their students certified with CAPM. So it is definitely a certification that even college going students can look into to start their career in project management. And finally, let's talk about investment, roadmap, and maintenance, right? So the financial aspect here is that the exam fee is $225 for PMI members and $300 for non-members. This is going to be different for your specific region in your specific currency. So definitely check this out. And this is just for the exam itself, right? I would strongly recommend becoming a PMI member first because the membership fee will pay off for itself with the savings on the exam fee alone. Plus, you also get access to valuable resources for free. Now, in addition to this, there are training and materials, right? It could range from $600 to $1,800 depending on who you go with. So obviously there's a total investment of around 1,000 to 2,000 US dollars. I would like to remind you that all our resources on YouTube are absolutely free. So consider subscribing, consider checking out the free resources. Thousands of our community members have cleared their credentials like PMP, CAPM, PMI, ACP using our free resources itself. But then, as per PMI survey, there is a 5 to 10% of salary increase that you can expect. So obviously, the certification is going to be beneficial, right? Okay, let's talk about the path to certification, and it requires clear steps here, right? 4 clear steps, and the final one is don't forget to prepare for the exam, right? So you submit your application online to PMI with your eligibility information. Secondly, PMI is going to review and verify your requirements, which typically takes around 2 to 3 weeks. Once you are cleared, you can take up, once you are approved, you can schedule your exam at a testing center. So then you just go in, write the exam, right? You take the exam and you pass your 150 question exam, right? That's the aim. and then you are officially CAPM certified. But during all this, don't forget to prepare. You can always use PMC Lounge resources, articles, videos to prepare for your CAPM exam. Now, once you earn your certification, it is valid for 3 years. After that, you need to renew it to keep the credential active. This also keeps your knowledge current with the evolving practices in the field of project management. So in order to maintain or renew your certification, you need to earn 15 PDUs or the professional development units in a 3-year cycle, right? So every 3 year you need to report 15 PDUs, and one PDU is equals to 1 hour of professional development activity. So you just need 15 hours over 3 years to meet the requirement, and that I think is pretty manageable. There are different ways to earn PDUs. We have made several videos covering how you can earn PDUs and how you can earn them for free and how you can report them to PMI, and everything is available, and I will also share some links in the description as some helpful videos that are going to help you in this journey. But I think for you, the first step is to go over the PM 101 training program, which is going to give you the basics of project management. It's absolutely free. It will be linked in the description below. Go over that and then go over the different playlists, the courses that we have on YouTube itself, totally free. So definitely go over all of that to prepare for the CAPM exam. Now, obviously, PDUs can be earned through learning, through teaching, presenting, reading, volunteering, and all that jazz, right? The detailed videos where we talk about how you can earn PDUs will be linked in the description below, so definitely check them out. With that, I would like to remind you about our VIP Pass membership program. You get access to premium project management courses. There are loads of exclusive videos available for our members. There's collaboration opportunity with me. You can meet me for a virtual consultation. A lot of our subscribers are also our members. So definitely hit that join button. A lot of bang for your buck right there. With that, we come to an end of this video. If you have any questions related to the CAPM certification, definitely drop those questions in the comments below and I will personally answer to them. Check out our other videos. Definitely consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.